It was a typical Tuesday morning at Hazel's Café, a cozy spot nestled on a bustling downtown street. Emma, a part-time barista juggling college classes and work, wiped down the counter while the rich aroma of fresh coffee filled the air. The morning rush was starting to trickle in, but Emma was used to the rhythm. The doorbell chimed as a man walked in. Dressed in a simple t-shirt, jeans, and a baseball cap, he looked like any other customer. He scanned the menu board, his gaze lingering on the options as if he had all the time in the world. "Good morning," Emma greeted him with a warm smile. "What can I get you today?" The man hesitated, then said, "I'll have a cappuccino, please, and maybe one of those blueberry muffins." "Coming right up," Emma chirped, ringing up his order. As she worked the espresso machine, she made small talk. "So, are you from around here?" The man chuckled softly. "Not exactly, just passing through." Emma nodded. "Well, welcome to Hazel's, best coffee in town, according to our regulars." As she handed him the cup and muffin, the man grinned. "Thanks. Looks great." He slid a $20 bill across the counter. "Keep the change," he added with a wink, walking away to take a seat near the window. Unbeknownst to Emma, the customer she had just served was Elon Musk. But the disguise worked perfectly. She didn't have a clue. Elon settled into his seat, observing the cafe's lively atmosphere. He found solace in moments like these, blending in as an ordinary person and watching the world go by without the weight of his fame. Emma's laughter caught his attention. She was chatting with a group of regulars, her genuine warmth lighting up the room. Elon noticed how effortlessly she managed the morning chaos, balancing orders while making every customer feel welcome. Midway through his cappuccino, Elon's phone buzzed. A quick glance revealed messages from Tesla's board in SpaceX updates, but he ignored them. For now, this little cafe was his escape. When Emma passed by his table to clear a nearby tray, Elon couldn't resist striking up another conversation. "You're good at what you do," he said. Emma paused, surprised. "Oh, thanks. Just doing my job." "No, really," Elon insisted. "You've got away with people. That's rare." Emma smiled, brushing a strand of hair behind her ear. "Well, it helps when you like what you do. Not every day is easy, though." Before he could respond, a loud voice interrupted. "Hey, isn't that Elon Musk?" A customer whispered loudly from across the room. Emma turned her head, confused. "Elon who?" Elon smirked, realizing the moment he had been trying to avoid might be catching up to him. The whispers grew louder, and a few customers discreetly pointed in Elon's direction. Emma noticed but remained oblivious to what they were whispering about. "Do you get recognized often?" Emma asked casually, noting the curious looks from other patrons. Elon laughed, trying to downplay the situation. "Sometimes. Depends on the crowd." A bold customer finally approached. "Excuse me," they said, wide-eyed. "Are you Elon Musk?" Emma blinked, taken aback. "Wait, what? You're Elon Musk?" Elon removed his cap, revealing his unmistakable face. The room fell silent for a moment, followed by a flurry of excited murmurs. Emma's cheeks flushed. "Oh my God, I had no idea. I'm so sorry. I didn't recognize you." Elon grinned. "That's kind of the point." The realization hit Emma like a ton of bricks. She'd been chatting with one of the world's most famous billionaires as if he were just another customer. As the cafe buzzed with life, Emma found herself standing at Elon's table, her hands still trembling from the realization of who he was. She couldn't believe that the man she had been casually chatting with was the Elon Musk, one of the most innovative minds of the century. The patrons who had recognized him earlier were sneaking glances and whispering among themselves. But Elon seemed unfazed. "So," Elon said, breaking the tension, "you said you're in college. What are you studying?" Emma hesitated, her cheeks still flushed. "Business management. I've always wanted to start my own cafe, but, you know, life gets in the way sometimes." She gestured around the small shop with a sheepish smile. "For now, this is as close as I get." Elon leaned back in his chair, his expression thoughtful. "What would your cafe look like? If you could create anything you wanted, what would it be?" Emma blinked, caught off guard by the question. I don't know. I've thought about it so much, but it's hard to imagine actually having the resources. Maybe something like this place, cozy, but with a unique twist." I'd want it to be a place where people feel at home, but also inspired. A space for students, families, and dreamers. Elon smiled. You've got the vision. That's half the battle. Emma laughed softly. Vision's the easy part. Money? That's a different story. What if I told you money doesn't have to be the obstacle? Elon asked, his voice calm but serious. Emma froze, unsure if he was joking. What do you mean? Elon leaned forward, lowering his voice as if to shield their conversation from the curious onlookers. I mean, if you've got a solid business plan and the passion to make it happen, I could help you get started. A little seed money, some mentorship. It's not charity, Emma. It's an investment in someone who has potential. Emma's jaw dropped. You're serious? As serious as I am about reusable rockets, Elon said, grinning. Think of it this way. Everyone needs a break at some point. Someone gave me one when I was starting out. Now I get to pay it forward. The weight of his words sank in, and Emma struggled to process what was happening. I don't know what to say. Say yes, Elon replied. For the first time, Emma felt the walls of her distant dream beginning to crumble. Months later, Emma stood in the middle of her very own cafe, Stellar Brews, on its grand opening day. The name, a nod to Elon's work with SpaceX, had been his suggestion. The interior was exactly how she had envisioned it, warm, inviting, and brimming with creativity. Local artists' works adorned the walls, and the menu featured unique drinks inspired by space and innovation. Emma still couldn't believe how quickly her life had changed. After their initial conversation, Elon had connected her with one of his business advisors who helped her turn her dream into a reality. With his mentorship and an investment to cover startup costs, Emma had thrown herself into building her cafe. The grand opening was nothing short of magical. The cafe buzzed with energy as customers filled the space. Many of them had heard Emma's story, which had gone viral online. Reporters and bloggers stood among the crowd, capturing the incredible journey of a young woman whose life had changed through a chance encounter with Elon Musk. Elon himself arrived midway through the event, slipping through the crowd with his characteristic understated presence. Emma rushed over to greet him, her face glowing with excitement. You made it! Of course, Elon said, glancing around. This place looks incredible, Emma. You've done an amazing job. Emma felt a lump in her throat as she gestured to the bustling cafe. None of this would have been possible without you. Elon shook his head. This is all you. I just gave you a nudge. You did the hard work. As the evening wore on, Emma gave a small speech, thanking everyone who had supported her along the way. When she mentioned Elon, the crowd erupted into applause. 1 year had passed since Stellar Brews opened its doors, and Emma's life had undergone a complete transformation. The cafe, once just a dream sketched on napkins during her late shifts, had become a cornerstone of the community. Locals loved its unique vibe, filled with art, creativity, and warmth. Its signature drinks, like the Lunar Latte and Mars Mocha, were customer favorites, and its walls now hosted monthly exhibits from aspiring artists in the area. Emma stood behind the counter one sunny afternoon, preparing coffee for a regular customer, when she heard a familiar voice. I'll take one stellar espresso, please. Looking up, she saw Elon Musk standing there, with his signature half-smile. Elon, she exclaimed, hurrying out from behind the counter to greet him. I didn't know you were in town. Thought I'd drop by and see how you were doing, he said, gesturing to the bustling cafe. This place is even more impressive than I imagined. Emma led him to a cozy corner table, and they chatted over coffee. She updated him on all the milestones she had achieved since opening. Not only was the cafe thriving, but she had also started mentoring young entrepreneurs, helping them develop their own business ideas. We're actually opening a second location next month, Emma said with a proud smile. It's a bit closer to the university, so students can have a space to study and connect. Elon raised his cup in a toast. That's amazing, Emma. I knew you had it in you. As they talked, a young girl approached Emma hesitantly, clutching a small notebook. Excuse me, the girl said softly, her eyes wide with admiration. I'm starting a baking business at my school, and I was wondering if you could give me some tips. Emma's heart swelled as she crouched down to meet the girl's gaze. Of course. Let's take a look at your ideas, she said, flipping through the notebook. Elon watched the interaction with quiet pride. Seeing Emma inspire others was proof that his small act of kindness had blossomed into something extraordinary. After the girl left, Emma turned back to Elon. "I get it now," she said, her voice filled with emotion. "What you did for me, it wasn't just about the cafe. It was about showing me what's possible." Elon nodded. "That's exactly it. And now you're doing the same for others. That's the real success." As the afternoon turned to evening, Elon prepared to leave. He stood at the door for a moment, taking in the vibrant energy of the cafe. The laughter, the creativity, the connections. It was all a testament to Emma's hard work and vision. "You've built something incredible here, Emma," he said before walking out. Emma watched him go, her heart full. She knew this was just the beginning. The journey hadn't been easy, but it had been worth every step. And now, with Elon's belief in her lighting the way, she was determined to help others find their own paths to success.